Okay guys, look how cool this plugin is. So let's pretend that your base currency is in dollars, and then your visitors can select euros, maybe pound sterling, and obviously you can add as many currencies as you want. So you could have yen, Indian rupees, Canadian dollars, etc, etc. So now if I select any of them, it will convert the price into euros or perhaps pound sterling. And in the backend, you can enable the auto select currency by country. So basically, if someone comes from the United States, it will display the price in US dollars or in pound sterling if the visitor is coming from the UK. You can also have this in auto detect depending on their location. But now clearly there are a lot more options. So if you're looking to turn your website into a multi-currency website, I strongly believe this plugin has all the features you'll ever need. But let me show you in details, and then you can decide whether or not this is the right solution for you. Okay guys, so for this we're going to use YayCurrency. As you can see, it's a Woocommerce Multi-Currency Switcher, and it comes at a price of only $49 US. Now you have a better deal if you have 3 websites or unlimited sites. As you can see, 99 and 199. So that's really up to you. So this is yearly, so this has to be renewed every year. Now you can buy it as a one-time payment of $195 per single site. So that's really up to you to decide whether you want to go for yearly or one-time payment. And now let me show you all the features. Now clearly this will work with any type of e-commerce website. So we just have a sample website here just to show you, so we have different categories. So let's say if you go into audio and video and then select any of those products, maybe this 75-inch television. As you can see at the moment, we just have the price in US dollars. That's basically it. So this is just a conventional e-commerce website. Now let me show you how to install that and configure that in your WordPress dashboard. So for this, we go to our WordPress dashboard, and the first step is to install the plugin. So we go to add new and then upload plugin, choose file, and it should look something like this, YayCurrency and then the version, open, install, and then activate plugin. There you go, so that's done. And as you can see, we get a message, YayCurrency license key is required. So just click on that link and then enter your license key right here and then click activate. Very good, so that's done now. And now that it is activated, let's go back to our product page here. So this is basically how it used to be. So let's refresh. And there you go. Now as you can see, we have an extra field here with a drop-down menu. So basically at the moment, we only have US dollars, but we can change that obviously, So we're going to add multiple currencies now. Let me show you how we can do so. So let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. And from here, we're going to go to YayCurrency. So click on that link. So very good. So as you can see on top, we have 4 different sections. We have manage currency, checkout options, display options, and advanced settings. So we have to go through all of these one by one. I'm going to show you what all of these do, okay? So our first screen here is our main currency. So at the moment we have US dollars, but we can add as many as we want. So this is where you're going to have all the different currencies that you want to have on your website. So let's add maybe 2 together here, perhaps euros and British pounds as well, okay? So add new currency. So select your currency right here. So let's say euros. This is the preview. And as you can see, we'll calculate the exchange rate automatically. So $1 is worth 0.90 of euros, okay? And then you can add another one. So let's add maybe pound sterling. So this is what it looks like. And $1 is worth 0.78 pound sterling, okay? And right here, as you can see, you can also charge a fee. So what is this exactly? Well, as you can see here, it is to set an extra money to compensate for the difference of currency. So let's say when you have a PayPal account and you have your base currency, maybe US dollars, when you receive money in another currency, PayPal charges you an extra fee, and you can do the same on your website. So how does this work? Well, you can charge a fixed price or a percentage. So maybe you want to charge 1.2% on top, and do the same with the other one here, maybe 1.2. And this way you will compensate for the exchange rate basically. And then you can make extra money on top as well, which is a very handy feature. And then you can also configure the format how you want to display your currency. So more speaking English countries would have a comma as a thousand separator and a dot for the decimal point, whereas in Europe is the other way around, is usually a dot to separate the thousand and then a comma for the decimal point. So here you can change this. So let's say you want to configure this one. As you can see, the symbol is on the left, usually in Europe is on the right. And then also the thousand separator is a dot and the decimal point is a comma. And then you also have the rounding feature here, okay? So we can close this, and as you can see, you have 2 different ways of displaying it. And I believe you can also add a small spacing if you wanted to in between them. So back here, you can select right with space, okay, just like this. And that's exactly how they display it in Europe, and this is how we would display it in English-speaking countries. And then don't forget to click Save Changes. And now let's go back to the front end and let's put this to the test. Okay, so at the moment we only had one currency, so let's refresh our page. Very good. So now let's click on this, and as you can see, now we can display the price on either of those currencies. So $1,629 US. What's that in euros? Well, 1,479. Now at this stage you may be wondering, how about geolocation? How can the system actually locate where I am based and change the currency automatically? I am glad that you asked. Of course we can. So here we go to advanced settings. Then as you can see, you have the auto select currency by country. So if you enable this, and as you can see, you have all the different countries here, and then you can link them to your currency. So by default, it's an auto detect. So it's based on your IP, but you can have it specifically for specific countries. So let's say if I wanted to limit the pound sterling to only United Kingdom, I could do so. And I can add as many countries that deal in pound sterling, obviously. And you can do the same with United States dollars. Maybe for United States dollars, you want to limit that to only perhaps United States, and then United States minor outlying islands. And that's basically it, okay? And then for Europe, you can just leave it as this because there's so many countries, okay? So let's click Save Changes. And let's go back to the front end. And now let's put this to the test, okay? So we're going to fetch the URL. And now we're going to go to this website here, local browser. So it will allow us to see the website from different countries. So we're going to paste the URL right here. And then we scroll down and select the country. So we're going to select obviously United States and United Kingdom. And let's select a random country in Europe. So maybe the Netherlands. And then let's click Go. Very good. So here in the Netherlands, the price is in euros. In the United Kingdom's pounds in sterling, and here United States it's in dollars. So as you can see, this is working absolutely fine based on the IP address and the location of your visitors. So now let's go back to our WordPress dashboard and let me show you another option here. You can display the current currency notice on your product page. So if you enable this, as you can see, it's using variables. So you have the $sign here, including some text in between. So this is to display the current country. You can also have the currency and the currency symbol. So you can use either of those three different ones to make a whole sentence, and then we can have this message displayed in the front end as well. So if they were to log in from the United Kingdom, you would say you are from the United Kingdom, price will be in British pounds, and then the currency symbol next to it. And from the front end, it will look something like this. So you are from the United Kingdom, price will be in pound sterling, and then the currency sign. And now if you go back to our settings here, we can also update the exchange rate automatically. So if you enable this, basically this is connected via API to the Yahoo Finance, and this is where you can have the exchange rate taken from. So as you can see, you can maybe refresh that every 30 minutes, or maybe every few hours, or every few days, or maybe every day. This is really up to you. As you can see, you can set this up. So let's say maybe you want to refresh this every 6 hours, or maybe every 12 hours. So the whole point of that feature is to have the latest update when it comes to your currency exchange rate. And also this feature will allow you not to overload your server. And then we also have the fixed product price for each currency. So if you enable this, basically you'll be able to go into your products and set a specific price for each currency. So let me show you. So first, let's save our changes. And now we go to our products. Let's open this in a new tab. And now let's open this one as an example. I'll scroll down, and as you can see, that's the regular price, $49 US, sales price, $44 US, and now you can set a fixed price in euros and pound sterling. And then you can also define where you want this message to be displayed. It could be here at the bottom next to your add to cart button, or right on top. So let me show you this. So if you go to display options, right here you can select where you want it to be, before the description or after the short description. So if you were to select here before the short description, let me save those changes, and let's go back to the front end and have a quick refresh. As you can see, now it's right on top. So this is just a matter of preferences, I suppose, you know, whether you want it here or next to your add to cart button. So let's revert back to where it was, and right here underneath, as you can see, you have the switcher customizer. So let me disable all of them. So here you can really customize the way you want to show it. So maybe you just want the flag and perhaps the currency name, or maybe just the symbol on its own, or maybe the currency symbol. This is really up to you. Again, you can customize this exactly the way you want it. And then you have different sizes as well, small or medium. And then we have the checkout options as well. So basically with this one, this will allow your visitors to check out in a variety of currencies. So if you enable this, you will find all your different currencies and you can enable them or not at checkout. And you can even assign them to specific payment methods. And let me show you one last amazing feature with this plugin. If you go to Analytics, here you have a complete overview of what's happening on your WooCommerce website. Obviously, this is a sample website. There are no data in this. But as you can see right here on top, there's an additional field and you can narrow this down and filter everything down based on different currencies. And if you were to select any of them, you'll be able to see your net sales, leaderboards, and top products sold in that specific currency. Okay guys, so if you'd like to find out how you can add product options to your WooCommerce product, I'll leave a video right here.